What is this reseller thing all about, Mark? Even some regular salespeople don't know this, so let me explain you this with a simple example. First and foremost, the reseller licensing and reselling stuff is not more than less than, let's say, kind of business opportunity for salespeople who don't want to work 8 to 5 or in a strict concept from a company. They want to work as a kind of independent agents or as we say, resellers or online sellers whatsoever. So the reseller model is the most common sense business model if it comes to selling software, and I'd like to share with you, or I'd like to show you a practical example from something you probably heard of, and let's dive in. So what I found, and here is a disclaimer, I have no clue about this stuff here about Microsoft and Office 365, but I believe it's a good example to give you an overview on how this reselling stuff works. So as you may know or may not know, Microsoft is a little bit big company which is selling software. So back in the days, Microsoft hired people, aka salespeople, in-house, and these salespeople are paid by paycheck, probably commission whatsoever, but they worked for this company, in an office whatsoever, and they walked out and they sold, back in the days, CDs where the kind of, what was it, Word, Excel, whatsoever, you could install it with the compact disc. So they went through companies and they sold it. You know that probably. So now these days, as you may know, a lot of software stuff is cloud-based, or you can download it. Compact discs are no longer available, blah, blah, blah. So what they thought is they came up with the reseller licensing model. So actually everyone can sell their product by giving them a reseller fee. This is one time or annually or monthly or whatsoever, which allows them to sell a product, in this case from the company Microsoft. So let's go with this reselling licenses from 365, Office 365. So you have the chance to apply to resell the 365 Office thing. I guess they have a lot of stuff you have to know if it comes to selling Microsoft. I just found this. You have to pay an annual fee for silver membership and for gold membership. That means if you cannot go to Microsoft and say, hey, here I am, I want to sell 10,000 licenses to the company Adobe, give me the rights of it, but I have no clue what I'm doing. That does not work. So there is a strictly workflow you have to go through just to make sure there are no idiots, let's say it how it is, who crush a whole company by reputation problems and so on and so on. So I guess Microsoft has a really strict training program you have to go through to move from B2C to B2B to B2 major companies. So anyway, let's go with this Microsoft 365, and as you see here somewhere, to be a part of the program, partners will have to pay $50,000 a year support fees. What that means is someone has to pay $15,000 per year to Microsoft, which allows them to resell the Office 365. That's actually the whole concept. Okay, you pay for reseller licenses, and with this reseller licensee, you can actually act as official salesperson in the name of Microsoft by selling one of their products. That's actually the whole concept. Now, I'm not sure how this stuff is working here, but that's actually it, right? You pay for a reseller licenses, and this licensee allows you to resell the product or the service in the name of a company, and that's official. So the thing is, no one who is giving away reseller licenses wants to have anyone on board. That means if you're brand new, pretty okay, but you have to go to trainings. But what we are looking for in this case for what I'm actually selling right now, it's a kind of, let's say, let's go for one angle, it's a kind of brand protection and brand monitoring software for business owners, for influencers, for wannabe influencers, for people who do social media activities to monitor what's going on social media with your name, with your company, with your brand, whatsoever. It's really interesting part. And we sell actually reseller licenses for $10,000. Now, what is the cool part about this? Well, people actually almost not sure about if they know that. Oh, sorry. Well, first and foremost, you pay a reseller license, and this is license is $10,000. One-time fee. As you see, that there are many different models. Microsoft is using the annual fee. We are, in this case, for this company, are using the one-time fee. So you pay one time $10,000, and this allows you to resell the product in the name of the company. That's actually the core deal. So what that means is you don't just buy the license for $10,000. You also get training, you get the customer success management, you get product sales manager who will help you to be successful if you need it. But with the single difference, you don't have to show up on a company, you don't have to work from 8 to 5 or 8 to 11 or 8 to 9. It's really up to you how you work, with who you work, who do you sell the software to, whatsoever. But again, to apply to get a license, it's not like the, let's say, regular online stuff where you can hit the buy button and you're in. No, it doesn't work like that. It's also not a kind of affiliate stuff where you can easily grab a link and spam it all over your email marketing shit and groups and stuff like that. This is really B2B whatsoever. So we want to make sure we have people on board who actually are successful and knowing what they're doing for two reasons. First and foremost, in the interest for you, because we want to make sure you are getting successful, whatever that means for you. And on the other side, we don't want to end up as company by getting some weird phone calls from people who say, hey, there was this weird dude calling me up, and I believe he has no idea what he is doing. It does not sound like you are hiring professional salespeople, just because of the fact we want to position ourselves in the market as people who actually know what we are doing, like every other company out in the market as well. So what is the good part in this case? Well, let's go with this. The product price is $97 per month, or $997 per year. That means it's a subscription fee, okay? So people are buying the software and they pay $97 over and over again. And the cool part is, in this case, you keep 100% for life, means as long as the subscription is active. So you can easily compare this kind of with your mobile phone contract. Let's say your provider will allow you to resell mobile phone contracts. So you get paid them, I don't know, $10,000 per year, and that's allowed you to sell mobile phone contracts. And you get paid a percentage of every mobile phone contract, and whatever they have to bill at the end of the month, you get probably a percentage of it, as long as they are active. And as we all know, a lot of people are staying active with a provider as long as humanly possible. If you ever try to convince someone to change a provider, you will know how hard it is, even if the new contract will be much cheaper. But anyway, that's another story. So I hope you get the concept so far. Again, the licensee has $10,000 one-time fee. It allows you to resell the product in the name of company. The product price is $97 per month in this scenario, or $997 per year, and you can keep 100% for life, means as long as the subscription is active. With that said, all you have to do is sell the stuff. You don't have to take care about service, follow-up, customer care, whatsoever. All you have to do is sell the product in the name of the company. That's actually it. That's how the reseller model is working. And the cool part is, I mean, you can, what should I say? It's up to you how much money you will make. It's up to you how many times you will work. It's up how many work hours you will work. It's up to you how many products you will sell. It's up to you if you want to take a week off or not. It's up to you if you want to do this beside your job with 2-hour investment every single day, whatsoever. And most people don't get this concept, and it's a really common sense business model in the software industry. As you saw, even I guess Adobe is using it, Microsoft is using it. I'm not sure if Apple is using it. I don't believe that, but I didn't know that. So almost every software industry is using this. And you don't have to compare anything with a kind of Microsoft or whatsoever. There are a lot of smaller companies with really good products, with really good software in several niches market and industry who are using this just because of the simple fact. Even the company is, let's say, saving money by not giving you a kind of office, desks. They don't have to care about anything. It's all up to you. If you want to rent an office, up to you. If you want to work from home, up to you. If you want to work with email, up to you. If you want to work on the phone, up to you. If you want to go to local businesses, up to you. If you want to show up in person, up to you. It's really up to you. And it's worldwide, so it does not matter who you sell, where you sell, local, area-based, or worldwide. I mean, you can even live in the United States and you can make business in Russia with Zoom calls by selling them the products or software. And that's actually the thing I do. That's what we do. That's what we sell. And just to make you, let's say, let's make an example about your income stuff, because it's pretty awesome. I mean, let's say back in the days, you probably remember there are big companies like schools or whatsoever. Let's go with a company who has 200 employees, right? 200 employees. So you may remember back in the days, if these 200 employees, everyone is using a computer, let's go with the Windows example forward. Everyone is using a computer, so there was one guy, aka the sales dude from Microsoft, who showed up at this company and sold these guys 200 licenses or 200 CDs back in the days to actually install Microsoft Windows or Microsoft Word or whatsoever. That means this guy made 200 times, blah, 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 200 times, whatever it was, X, Y, Z, okay? 200 times multiplied X, Y, Z, or whatever that was. The problem was almost the whole cash flowed direct into the company. I'm not sure if these guys were commission-based or not. Don't take my word for that, but the simple fact is 100% sure the salesperson who was employed by Microsoft or any other software company who sold 200 licenses did not get 100% of the profit. Now these days it's a little bit different. If you sell just 100 items of this software, that means 100 times $79 equals $9,100 per month residual in your pocket. That's actually the big difference between if you're working as a salesperson for a company with a paycheck and probably a little bit commission based, or if you work as a reseller in the name of the company. I hope you get that. So whatever you do, if someone, I mean, I know people, they are in the industry for a long time, they have a huge network, they are already really top sellers, and actually They made stuff like that in 2 or 3 days easily. But they are in the game for 20 years. They close deals for 2 decades. So you cannot compare with these guys if you're newbie or if you're, let's say, intermediate or even advanced. You cannot compare with pro closer. But anyway, I hope you get the concept. I hope you get what you can make of. So it's a really cool business. If you're interested in doing stuff like that, or if you want to hear more about that, or whatever, if you're a salesperson who has an actual 8 to 5 job and want to make sure or want to change to the licensing model, hit me up and let's talk about this. I'm actually working on set up a sales team for an actual company, which what you see in front of you, that's the actual model we have here. And if you're interested in this, just hit me up, send me a message, hop on a call, and I will explain you the stuff. But as I say, $10,000 is the licensing cost you have to show up with. Otherwise, it makes not that much sense to talk about. But I hope you get the concept. You're highly welcome to send me a message. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your interest. Hope that makes sense. Leave me a comment if you understood it. And if you have questions, leave me a comment, send me a message. I wish you a great day, morning, or evening. Cheers and talk to you soon. Bye bye.